Today we're gonna do a home tour review, an Architectural Digest home tour review. And if you're wondering, who are you and what is your authority to review a home tour? I have no authority, I have none. Next question. But this is gonna be a new series, I think, where we it's not all gonna be home tour reviews, but just like watching movies together. I don't know exactly what it's gonna be called. Maybe rude reviews. I have some opinions on interior design, and I've gotten this video request a lot to do like the home tour reviews. I actually don't feel like I'm very good at critiquing other people's homes. I know what I like, but honestly, I feel like homes are so personal that I actually find it kind of hard to critique people's homes and uncomfortable, but I'm comfortable doing much ruder things than that. I think the skill I'm really gonna bring here is just critiquing everything else. I believe one of my strongest talents is that I feel annoyed by the things that we all feel annoyed by, but I feel much more annoyed by them. So I'm not gonna limit my opinions here to design. We're just gonna see what comes up. I will be taking requests for other things to review. It doesn't have to be a home tour, can be anything. And if I'm into it, I'll do it. Today we're reviewing the home of Lily Allen, love her, and David Harbour of Stranger Things. Before we get into it, I'll tell you what. Lily Allen, adore, love. I think she's just the coolest. Like, to me, that's what cool is being able to like do your own thing and not be like everyone else and seemingly own it. She's a total freak in the way that I think, like, I would also call myself a freak. It's an affectionate term. That is what cool is to me. Love Lily Allen. David Harbour. Okay, let's address the facts. He's hot. He's hot. Let's get that out of the way. He's hot. He's a giant hot man. The ponytail, I can see past it. People are gonna disagree. Listen, you can disagree with me. All of this is gonna be my opinions. If I have to keep explaining to people what an opinion is, an opinion means you likely don't agree, okay? Don't make me say that 100 times. David Harbour is a giant bear man, and we love that. 6'3", woof, yeah. Lily Allen is 5'2", according to my notes. That's like my height. So, I like that pairing. Cons for David Harbour. This is working against him, unfortunately. He is what we call a male actor. Now, I don't know if that means a lot to a lot of people watching this, but as someone who worked with actors for 10 years, male actors are a very specific animal. They're very specific. Now, I'm not saying that female actors aren't also infuriating, aren't also annoying. Of course they are. But it manifests differently with male actors. It's very hard to describe, but unfortunately that is a bias that I am working with when I approach David Harbour. Not his fault, not his fault. Is it gonna make it harder for him in this review? It is. Male actors are this energy of like, you're going to like an adult like dinner party, and then at like 8 p.m. the kids of the owners, of the hosts, like come out of their bedroom and they're like dancing around, they're trying to be silly and they want your attention, and you're like, oh, that's really, really cute, but like we are having a conversation. Those are like the male actors. It's just like, something about, it's so funny how I feel like a lot of men don't like to be called cute, but I think male actors, this is so rude of me, I'm sorry. A lot of male actors have this thing where like they're always trying to be really cute. They want to be really cute for you. And you can be cute, but I do find you annoying. It's hard to describe. Now, I don't know a lot about David Harbour, and surely he hates me. He hates me, and I'm not saying I'm good. I'm terrible. Two things can be true. David Harbour is a male actor, and I'm terrible. Moving on. This is David Harbour's second AD home tour. It came out like 3 years ago. I had watched it, and I really loved his home. It was like a good mix of eclectic, boho-ish. It was a really nice balance. I thought it was a really nice take on a bachelor pad. He was single at the time. It was a loft in New York City. Ever heard of it? I thought it was really lovely. Two things stood out to me. He talks in that one about how he like loved this stove, a particular like green stove.
Wow, that stove is a very specific green, and now I have to design like an entire kitchen color scheme around this particular weird green of the stove.
That's a great thing people do. I've talked about that in videos before. You pick like one rug that you're obsessed with, or an art piece, or an oven, and you're like, I don't know what the room is gonna be, but I love this thing. And that can inspire a color palette. It can inspire the tone, patterns you pick to support that or complement it or whatever. So I would call that out, thought it was fun. And then the other standout was just the way he said foyer.
Foyer.
He said foyer.
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 Like, I understand. That is how you say it. But we're in New York. You can just say foyer. Don't say foyer to me, please. That was a mark against him. Otherwise, I thought the apartment was really nice. Okay, we're gonna start this. Get this saddled up. Hello? Let's make some enemies, huh? So, David Harbour. In this AD tour, he has upgraded from Manhattan Loft to Brooklyn Townhouse, and he has upgraded from single to Lily Allen. Congratulations. Here we go. Let's do this nonsense.
Oh, God. What the hell are you doing here? I mean, last time I was single and I was living...
Okay, that's enough. That's already enough. Okay, I already have a complaint. If you watch Architectural Digest home tours, they have this thing, this cutesy thing. It's not the host's fault. AD makes them do this, where they have to do this cutesy thing where they're like treating Architectural Digest like a character and welcoming them into their home, and then at the end of the video they kick them out of their home, and it's this whole cute thing they do. Okay, I'll allow it. But it is funny. I think it's so telling watching any celebrity how they do like their version. Some people try to be like really cool and aloof, like they don't even care. Your fucking publicist booked this. Why are you acting like you don't care? Some people try to be like really funny, and it's like, well, we'll decide if you're funny or not. You know, he's doing his little cute bit, or try to be really cute. Never is anyone just like being. Never is anybody just like being a person. Be a person. I would love to see one celebrity be a person. I'm already complaining.
Living on the Lower East Side. I have a family now. Kids. I mean, this is so embarrassing. You look good though. Come on in.
I mean, he's hot. I'll allow it. Ooh, ooh.
When I first met Lily Allen, we first went on a date. At one point you did say to me that you always wanted a plain English kitchen.
That would be quite bold on a first date, to be like, hi, nice to meet you. By the way, plain English is the name of the kitchen.
I like it.
Does it feel like they don't know each other that well? Maybe they're just nervous filming a joint AD home tour, but something about this, I'm like, have you guys kissed yet? I think they're married. Okay, so plain English is a proper noun. It is an actual bespoke custom cabinetry and like kitchen and design business. Based out of the UK. They're just gorgeous designs. It's all this like bespoke cabinetry. Immediately in this kitchen, I'm obsessed with the inset drawers, inset cabinets, as opposed to overlay. It just elevates the room just a little. The inset cabinetry is a big kink for me right now. The plain English kitchen design, it's like pared down in a way while still being really warm and cozy. I was reading an interview with the founder of Plain English, and she was saying if you want to try and recreate like plain English vibe on your own, don't skimp on your backdrop. Make sure you really nailed it. Don't skimp on finishes, especially flooring. She said in one interview, like even recommended old-fashioned linoleum or checkered tiles can work. That'll be a lot more budget friendly. You'll also see a lot of vintage hardware used in plain English. Really beautiful. I'm so on board. I love like an English country home influence. Let's keep going.
I'm also really excited you guys came today because I've been baking this sourdough all day. I'm really happy that.
No. Something about the way he talks about sourdough I cannot allow. No, put it down. Put it down.
We wanted somewhere to feel like the central kind of engine of the house. When you come in, there's a big table to like dump the shopping.
Built-in banquette, you know I love it. I will say I love and respect about David Harbour that he was just like, he clearly has accommodated her taste here. This is a big switch from what we saw in the last AD tour. It's a bit frillier, it's a little more ornate, it's a bit warmer, and I appreciate that he like leaned into her preferences. It's really hard to bring two people's different design styles together. Any interior designer will tell you that interior design is really marriage counseling. Like you're mostly playing therapist for couples, which is why I end up screaming. So they have like a kitchen, they have like a skirt around the kitchen island, I guess to conceal just open shelving there. I mean, it's fun, I like it, but is that like constantly filthy is my only question. I feel like that would be constantly filthy.
This is the garden room. We have this double-sided sofa, which means David and I can argue and sort of be looking at each other and then face away at the same time.
It is so uncomfortable to be joking about how much you argue with each other. That's so uncomfortable. Don't do it. It makes everyone uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable and I'm not even there. If you have stuff to work out, just work on it. Listen, I'm undateable, okay? I'm undateable. And everyone's relationship pretty much is terrible, but Don't joke about it. Don't joke about it in public. Nobody wants to be pulled into that. Is she okay? Does she need to be saved? I love her. I would do anything for her. I want to quickly give a shout out to Milanote, who is sponsoring this YouTube channel today. Milanote is one of my favorite software resources. I get questions all the time about what kind of software and design programs, organizational programs I use for design projects or any other creative project. Milanote is one of my favorites. It's completely free to use, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about it. How about that? One of my favorite tools right now is Milanote. I asked them to sponsor today's video. It's a project management tool for really any creative work. I use Milanote for my design projects. I used it when we were branding my podcast, for mood boarding, all the projects. Someone's really flushing the toilet today. I'm so visual. I love to have a visual one-stop shop where all the phases of my project are captured. For a project I did recently based in Raleigh, I'll include floor plans. Then I have different boards embedded here for like all the lighting selects, wallpaper selects, mock-ups for different areas of the space. I can visually organize all the different notes. There's like a whole product shopping list. Anything that you see online, you can save the image to your Milanote board, and it'll also automatically be linked, so you never have to like wonder, where did I find that image? Where did I find that product? It's all extremely organized and like easy to follow in like a visually easy to follow way. I like to do this obviously for design projects, but also for stuff that is nothing to do with interiors. It just makes sense to me. It makes all my work possible. They've got a great app, so you can use it on your phone on the go, and it's free is the best part. No dollars. Yeah, Milanote is available for free with no time limit. You can sign up using the link in the description of this video and get started on your next creative project. I will see you there. Thanks to them for sponsoring today's video, and I don't even know, like organizing my entire brain. Wow, if you know me and my style preferences, I love the style of this room. I think it's beautiful. They do say later in the video that this is very Lily Allen. This was like she was doing this room. Love. I do love it. However, I'm gonna say this. While I personally love the style of this space, it doesn't feel quite as much like a home. Like I really love it, but I feel like there are a couple things I would want to change. Like David Harbour's Manhattan Loft in his last place actually felt much homier. Even though it's not really my style, I don't love it, it did really feel like a home. That's the tricky thing, is like you're balancing in your home as like artwork and a statement, but also I want it to really feel like a home. So there's something that for me personally, this space, I love it, the style and everything so much, but it almost feels like a little too stiff and like frilly for me to feel homey. Maybe this is like their formal sitting area. They don't have their TV in here or anything. Literally, if they just took like the drapes off of the windows, they're like so heavy and formal and kind of dated. But it is funny when you make such like a fancy like living space, sitting space, they call this like garden room. And then like a lot of people don't use that room at all. They use like their TV room, their media room is the room they actually live in. So I don't know how they use this room, but I mean, it's beautiful. Although the flowers and the like giant urns, what are they? I don't know what those are. In front of the fireplace is very funeral home vibes to me. Listen, I'm obsessed with this room. Things I love. Wallpaper, I'm dying. I love it. Wallpaper murals have been very trendy for like a little while now. I don't love them. I think they're gonna look so dated so fast. I think they have like 6 more months, a year, then everyone's gonna be over them. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. Don't love them. They're so expensive. They're so expensive. Don't love them. I think they're gonna look so tired in your home so fast. This is a version of the wallpaper mural. Like this wallpaper I don't think it has any repetition. So it's still technically like a mural, but I like this version of a mural. It doesn't look so much like a scene. It's just like a pattern that is organic and doesn't repeat. So I guess it's not a pattern. Do I know what the word pattern is? I love how they paired a super modern fireplace with this very traditional like frilly living room. Putting in like a really modern, hardline, simple profile fireplace it's a really nice compliment. It's a really nice piece of friction to the otherwise very frilly living room. I love. Oh yes! Yes, take me to the bathroom.
The kitchen was really all me, but David really let himself go in this room.
Sure, when I say that I just had like coffee stations, I did demand certain things on this floor, just sort of like a couple necessary items, and I said I need swan taps.
Okay.
And I also wanted a fridge from outer space.
Okay. Truly, the way she giggles at his jokes, I'm like, I don't think they've hooked up yet. Like, there's so much tension here. I wonder if they just met. I'm so into this bathroom. I'm so into this bathroom. This is a fun room. Listen, if you meet a man who is scared of the color pink, it's just a color. It's just a hue. It's just a hue. Okay.
Now I have a room where you can take a bath, or you can like sit, or you can brush your teeth.
Oh, I love it.
And do whatever you want in this room.
Okay, first of all, I would not personally, I don't think I'm drawn to this wallpaper, but I do love florals, like, and I just like that they went for something. And also, please just admire this wallpaper with this carpet. That's carpet in the bathroom, carpet. I think most of us, myself included, would never think to pair those two patterns together. They are not obviously complementary. They actually look more kind of like overwhelming theoretically, you think, and like look how beautiful they are together in this room. Pattern on pattern is so much fun. It is very difficult to pair patterns. Here, I feel like what makes it work is the pattern on the wall has a lot more white space, a lot more negative space than the pattern on the floor. Also, one is much brighter, one is much darker, so they're contrasting and complementing each other in those ways, but it's still a lot of busyness. And so with everything else, they've gone monochrome, simple. A simple fridge. The chairs don't have pattern on them. The millwork, you know, is all united color, painted one color. Very Parisian feel in here. I love it. I really love it. I love this bathroom. It's both Parisian and a little bit like my grandmother's bathroom in the 80s, like the pink and the wallpaper, which I love. Like, I really love that feel. Love, love, love.
You wanted florals and they delivered for you, baby.
This is...
The carpet is so cool. Okay, hold on. The carpet a little bit reminds me of this wallpaper. These are different wallpaper samples that I covered on my notebooks. It kind of reminds me of this wallpaper I put on one of my notebooks, that Pierre Frey carpet. I think this also comes in a blue. Maybe I'll link it, huh? I'll write it down, I'll link it. Link the wallpaper. I love that like someone could be taking a bath and someone else could be just like chilling, reading a book or sitting in the chair chatting with the person in the bath. It's cozy. And a fireplace in the bathroom, no notes. You've made it. That's nirvana. That's it. Can you imagine having a fire roaring, fireplace in the bathroom and fireplace in the bedroom? That's the peak.
Welcome to the bedroom, AD. This is our bedroom. It's kind of cool because there's no windows in this section, right? So
David likes to sleep in the mornings.
It's true.
And he doesn't like natural light because he's also a vampire.
Okay, got pros and cons. Hate the bedding, detest, don't want to lay in it. Also, like, where are your other pillows? I have to sleep with 4 pillows. What? I mean, I guess they have an actual person. I need to use my pillows to create another body. But like, we got one to protect me from the cracks in the wall. One goes between the legs, one goes around the arms, one goes back here, and one needs to protect me over here from ghosts. It's actually 5 pillows usually I need. I will make 4 work. Listen, I'm not big on too many throw pillows because it's chaos, but like, who is sleeping with 1 pillow? Pedestrians? No, ya plebeians. It looks so sad too with just 2 pillows. Put the double pillows on your bed. Put the 4 pillows. I hate the bedding. Hate. It doesn't feel finished. And maybe it's not. Like there's nothing really on the wall to the side. I guess that's fine. It can be kind of pared down. I do respect that they made it like suit how they live. He likes to sleep in. She can get up and do things she needs to do elsewhere. I like that. I think that's important when you're thinking about whether you're renovating or just designing your space. Like some of the most important questions are like, what is your morning routine? If you are always like running to get your coffee, maybe you want like a little coffee stand like somewhere in your bedroom or your dressing room or like a little sitting area near your bedroom. You can do little customizations that fit your routine, what you want to get done first in the day to just make it like a seamless flow in your home. So I like that they did that here. That's great. I do not want to go in that sex dungeon. I do not like it. I do not like it.
It is cool when you design a room with no windows in it, though, because I think what you have to do is highlight that feature. And what you do is you make the bedroom just a place for couple activities. Not, you know, and
we
so
get it. You have sex.
Very, you know, like a cocoon almost. And
she's
these
uncomfortable.
Are the pocket doors that come in and out.
It's a bed womb.
Lily Allen saying the pun bed womb and then looking at her husband for validation is the sweetest thing I've ever seen. Lily, come on, let's protect her.
I don't know, you've had good closets in the past, right?
Nothing like this. This
Really?
is amazing. Yeah.
I built it. I know.
It was in fact built by a Brazilian company called
Yeah, what are you saying, David?
Who we are very.
Let me say that. I'll say this. Window in the closet. Window is to closet as fireplace is to bathroom. If you get a window in your closet, you're living the life. There's nowhere to go. You can only go down from there. It's amazing. But that drape, again, I guess it's her style, but it just feels so heavy. It feels so heavy. It feels a little oppressive to me. But I guess she likes it, whatever. I don't agree to disagree, Lily.
This is my closet. It's kind of gonna be a little bit more of a squeeze than it was in Lily's closet, but come on.
You're fine.
It's black. I love it.
I do. I like that he went his way with his closet. Love it. Personalize it. One thing I think worth noting is like they continued the same carpet from the master bathroom to their bedroom to, I don't know if we saw it in her closet, but I think it's in her closet. And it's definitely in his closet. All the same carpet. And look how different it feels when it's paired differently in each room. In the master bathroom, it feels so ornate, so frilly, so Parisian. Same carpet in his manlier closet, and it just feels, stately. It feels like a study in there. So no one item or pattern or object like has to be one way. It's all about like how you pair it, how you put it into the bouquet of the room. Love.
This is our, you know, like you don't have a bathroom up in the kitchen, so you gotta like run down here to take a pee. And
She's not peeing.
this is
You can tell by the way she laughs at him saying he has to go down there to take a pee. He is up that bathroom. He's not peeing in there. I hate the bathroom. I do. I appreciate that they went like all in on a pattern and did an immersive experience. That's a really nice thing to do in a powder bath. Like if you're afraid to make a really bold choice in some of your rooms, a powder bath is a really nice place to do that because you don't have to hang out there and like watch a whole movie. You can just be in and be out, or, you know, take a massive dump in there like David R. Listen, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. I don't know why I can't stop taking him apart. It's very unfair of me. It's very unfair of me. I'm not saying it's fair of me. It's not fair of me. It's not nice. He's a good guy. It looks like a tie. It looks like a dude's tie from like the late 90s, early 2000s. I hate this. Like, you're gonna go big on a color and a pattern. It's black and gray. That's what you try, like black and gray. I hate the squares. I don't love it.
This is wild. She was like, I really want to do a tiger print carpet. And I was like, no, guys, a little crazy. And then she was like, well, I was like, what about another couch? She's like, tiger print. I was like, that's ridiculous. And it is. And
Okay. I say kudos. Kudos on going in. Kudos on making a choice and committing to it. Do I like this room? It's not my personal taste. I'm sorry, Lily. I love you. David, I love you. I just don't, I'm not a zebra print person. That's personal and nobody cares and it doesn't matter because it's not my house, so good for them. They don't give a shit. Not for me. Something about this room also feels like so unfinished as compared to the rest of their home. I think the wood blinds are really throwing me off, like bamboo blinds, but the rest of the space doesn't really feel cohesive with it. Something about the walls, the bamboo blinds, even the art they picked, and those like, yeah, airplane type sconces they put on the walls. I don't love it. One thing I want to point out that I've talked about before is like the kind of chair they've paired with the couch. So that's like a super grounded, like heavy feeling grounded sofa with a really light, airy, leggier chair. So they balance each other out kind of weight wise. I guess I'm just not into zebra print. I'm in such a mouthy mood today. Okay, what else should we go to next? Also look at the courtyard. You can see it sneak into in the back. There's a courtyard in Brooklyn. Hashtag dollars.
I want to show you this cool thing. This is really cool. So Swell House's company built these great little structures.
Where'd Lily go?
Crazy how fast they did it.
Where did Lily go?
But this is the outside. Ooh, big heavy door.
What was that weird look he gave to camera when he said big heavy door?
Big heavy door. Big heavy door. Big heavy door.
Yes?
But I got really into sauna and cold plunge like 3 years ago.
I got really into sauna and cold plunge is the least surprising sentence a male actor has ever said. And this is beautiful. I'll allow it.
Since you have the one, you may as well have Swelter House. Oh, build you the other. It is just a cold plunge pool.
Why can't he relax? Like, why is it all a performance? Do you see what I mean now about the male actors? It's like, she's just talking, but he can't stop performing.
Oh.
Can you just like talk? Can you just be? Can you just be? These male actors, I want to like they weren't properly loved by their fathers. There's something that they were robbed of in their childhood. I know that. They're not like this for no reason. And I have empathy for that. Like, I want to just give them a hug and be like, you are enough. It's okay. Like, you're enough. You don't have to like be some way. But in the meantime, it is exhausting.
Okay, bye.
Thanks for barging in.
Thanks for coming.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Love you, AD.
Very cute. Very cute. Okay, I've almost eaten all this popcorn. Here are my conclusions. My conclusions. Their home is beautiful. I love how their taste has evolved and they've melded their taste together and seemingly found something that makes them both happy. It actually seems like he's been very generous towards her design style and leaning into that. So mad respect for that. It's a really hard thing to navigate when you like, I actually think about it all the time. First of all, no one will ever marry me, obviously, so not really a concern. But sometimes in my fantasies, I'm like, what if I marry somebody who has such different design taste? It's really hard. It's really hard. Marriage is easy. You know what they say about marriage. Marriage is easy, but melding design tastes is hard. What's that classic saying about marriage is easy? Yeah, she has definitely elevated his taste. You can see. I do feel like this is something they share as their general interest. Like, he obviously had such an interest in design before. It seems like a nice thing to share as a couple. I love this home. She's adorable. She's an icon. He's very sweet. I love him. Listen, would I marry him? Yes, obviously. He's a lot more hyped in this AD tour than his last one. Go back and watch his other AD tour. He's like so much more tame. So I guess he's excited. I guess he's happy. Other conclusions. She's cute as a button. I'm gonna marry her next. He is definitely a male actor, and we hold space for that. I'm rude. No one likes me. And those are the cliff notes for this AD tour. Listen, they're a cute couple, and I love them. Don't let my bitterness ruin their love. Love is beautiful. I'm so excited for them to finally hook up. There's so much sexual tension between them. I can hardly tolerate it. And I love them sharing their home with us. I hope he gets to do another home tour. Maybe they'll have another house in the country or something in the English countryside. Oh my God. I would love to have like a series continuing David Harbour's home tours. He's a 𝐄𝐃𝐂𝐀𝐒𝐓. He's a 𝐄𝐃𝐒𝐂𝐃𝐒𝐓. All right, you guys. I think that's it. Feel free to leave requests of things you want to watch together. More rude reviews. I think we'll call this rude review. That's up. Love you, AD. You gotta go.